One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. That's going to set them back 5 yards. So the delay of game penalty moves it back 5. That makes it 2nd and 10. Throwing. Gabbert. It's caught by Mike Evans.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike.
Out of the gun, Gabbert. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And nothing but daylight ahead. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long?
Hey, echo. 58, 58 to Mike. Yeah, let's get a sack lunch. 58 to Mike. 58 to Mike. He can't hit it. Ready?
Gabbert to throw it. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
This quarterback now 4 of 6 since taking over, and he's got a first down. From the shotgun to give to Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in, you're running.
And he's not able to get away. Gabbert sacked.
All day. Sack City. Sack City, baby.
10 yards on the play. It's now 3rd down.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Come on, Lyle. We better not.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
80 weapons.
They'll run on first down. It's Jones. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
The 17-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Gabbert. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Darius Leonard. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile.
Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day.
Now Gabbert. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. So on 4th down, on comes the Buccaneer kicker, Matt Gay. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
It's been a nightmare season. You're well under 500. Your defense hasn't really kept you in a lot of games. And now it's spilling over to the kicking game. That's 3 points you've got to be able to bank on.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Vita Vea in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Here's Brissett. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. This time they stay on the ground. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. All day. All day. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54 Mike. Oh, you got deep?
On 2nd and 15 now. Brissett. Ebron caught left side. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some tough.
Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
High 7. We ain't beginning this way.
Gabbert. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Darius Leonard able to record his 5th sack of the season.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect it. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Gabbert. And that will be incomplete.
And we're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. 25 yards that time. Brissett now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ndamukong Suh in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. They run with Hines, and he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
But it looks like they caught him off guard on 2nd and very long by running the football. All right, we always talk about tendency breakers and counters and doing things opposite the grain, and that worked very well for them. Picked up really nice yardage, but they still have a lot of work to do on 3rd down.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now a man open down the middle of the field. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
From the red zone now, Brissett. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. A good first down call as the screen play gets him 9.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike.
Brissett. He's got it to Hilton. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Gabbert. And this one caught by Cameron Brate. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 50-yard line.
Down. 15, Lonnie. 15 line. Shoot.
Again, it's Jones. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
70, Indy.
And 58 is the Mike. Going 58 is the Mike. Here we go, DK.
Exit.
58, boys. 58. 58 is Mike.
Let's go.
Gabbert. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Now Gabbert on 4th down. And it is incomplete. Darius Leonard, the linebacker, able to break that one up. Being just short of midfield, they decide to take a crack at it on 4th down. They don't come through.
Sometimes it's just showing confidence in your defense. You know that they're good, and they'll take care of you. A lot of coaches during the week will announce to their team, we're going to be aggressive, guys. We're going to go for it. Hey, defense, you got me? A little bit of a challenge to them to see if they'll...
And he's got his man. It's Hilton for the Colts touchdown. T.Y. Hilton, 48 yards, as his guys continue to pour it on. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. To throw is Gabbert. Open man is Howard, the tight end. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
They go play action. Gabbert. And that is incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Hey, Delta.
Gabbert to throw for it on 4th. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Darius Leonard, and the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Off the play fake, here's Brissett looking for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. They go play action with Brissett. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that is incomplete. T.Y. Hilton once again the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
When teams take shots at the end zone, you've got to defend it the same way you would defend the first down sticks. You defend the goal line exactly the same way. They can't cross that. You play through the receivers. And on that play, that's exactly what they did and batted it away.
Check. 45's the mic. 45.
On 3rd down, Brissett. Complete to Hilton. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. It'll be a gain of 8, but it also lead to a 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right. We got 4. We got 4.
They'll run for it with Hines. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They get 6 yards going.